What I want to talk to you about today is having the time of your life. Starting your own business and being responsible for your own success is an exhilarating process. However, you already have things in your life that you're committed to, and you have to make space for this new thing that you've just started. I want to teach you a surefire way to do that, where you will not be frustrated and you will make the time that you desire for your business. Start with a blank monthly calendar. On that calendar, write down all of the things you're committed to that you cannot or will not change. These are your non-negotiables. Family activities, business activities, exercise, health activities, the kinds of things that you know that you want to continue to include in your life. You're not starting your business in a vacuum. You are starting your business to occupy space that you're willing to dedicate to it. So once you have completed that monthly calendar, now you're going to see where the holes are, the spaces that you are willing to commit to your business. It may be necessary as you begin to examine those things you mark down as non-negotiables. Maybe you have some current commitments that you're willing to put on the back burner for a while so that you can really start strong. The starting strong part is important because your business activities have to become new habits in your life. Until the activities become habitual, you will often put them on the back burner while you're doing the things that you're comfortable with. Starting a business isn't comfortable. It's about challenging yourself to grow and develop something of your own. So once you've created that monthly calendar and you see the blocks and pockets of time that you're willing to devote to your business, now it's time to look at each week at a glance. Take a weekly calendar, and with this, I encourage you to look at each week before it begins. Sometime over the weekend is good, so that you can look and see what next week looks like. If you have people in your life whose time commitments are also a part of your schedule, do this activity with them. It is so important if you have a spouse, children, activities that they are committed to, that they know what time you are going to work your business. If they know what your plan is and how they can support you in that plan, it will be much easier for you to do what you need to do when you've made the commitment. If you're doing this on paper and pencil, put all the activities right on that calendar. If you're doing it electronically, make sure that you can share your calendar with the other people in your life who need to know when you're committed to business. Especially if you're working from home. The lines can be blurred by other competing things that want your attention. You have to have full commitment. Otherwise, because it's new in your life, you'll tend to always push it to the back and do the things that are comfortable. Now, that weekly calendar is going to change weekly because no 2 weeks are exactly alike in your life. Once you've got the weekly calendar, the next step is to plan daily. I recommend to you that you have 3 things on that daily calendar. One is the list of the top 10 things that you need to do in the day. I actually recommend that you do this at night before you go to bed for the next day. Why? Because your subconscious will help you. No, it won't keep you awake. What it will do is work while you're sleeping to figure out some tips and techniques for you to be able to actually accomplish the tasks you've written down. When you get up in the morning, look at that list of 10 things that you wrote down and identify the 2 truly most important. Your gut will tell you what those are. Do them first. I'm sure you have heard of Pareto's Law, the law of 80-20, that says that 80% of the results come from 20% of the activities. That is also true for your to-do list. Doing the two truly most important first will give you 80% of the satisfaction for the day and 80% of the stress relief. I shared this with an executive who said to me, Lynn, everything on my to-do list is a top priority. Everything needs to be accomplished. And I said, be that as it may, when you look at that list, you know there are two that truly need to be accomplished first. The next day he called me and he said he had tried it. And in fact, it was true. When he took it from the perspective of what are the things that are going to really give me the most amount of satisfaction in getting done today, it was easy to identify, and he said he flew through the rest of the list. That will happen for you too. The second thing that you should put on that page of to-dos is your appointment list. Everybody has things during the day that they are committed to that are scheduled appointments. Write them down. You can look at a list from whatever time you get up in the morning until whatever time you go to bed and write in all of your scheduled appointments. A little tip here is don't overbook yourself so solidly that if something takes a little bit more time than you expected, you're going to be racing to catch up. A good rule of thumb is only book your day 60% full of appointments. If you've done that and you've allowed the additional 40% of your time as a little bit of leverage time, you won't feel like you're always getting behind and missing something. The third part of this daily plan is who you're going to talk to that day. I recommend to you before the week starts, when you're doing that weekly planner, that you make a list of everybody that you want to contact during the week. Everybody that you owe a phone call to, owe a follow-up with, everybody that needs your attention. And then, as you're looking at your day, begin to outreach to those people to make actual voice-to-voice contacts. There is power in your voice. There is power in your being able to express your excitement, your enthusiasm, your true concern for the person you're speaking to. Now, this you cannot list at night before you go to bed for the next day because you don't know who you're going to talk to. When you are actually speaking with somebody, that's when you put their name on the list and you write down what was the result of the contact. Your goal should be no less than 5 voice-to-voice contacts every day. In some cases, you're going to find that the person that you talk to at noon needs a follow-up tomorrow, and you set an appointment time to speak with them the next day. You want to arrange your appointments in such a way that you have the time to truly pay attention to what they're saying and to what their needs are. And by doing that, you're going to make sure that they care about talking with you and working with you. A minimum of 5 voice-to-voice contacts a day will build an effect of giving you a pool of people who know what you do and are interested in your services. In fact, I really challenge you to make this a habit by doing the 21-day Prospecting for Success Challenge. What I mean by that is it takes 21 days to create a new habit in your life. So every day for 21 days, make sure that you talk voice to voice to at least 5 people a day. These conversations